This is the Pennsylvania 7600 HR. We're going to go over just basic functions and how to operate this counting and straightway scale. We're going to start off by just showing basic button functions. You've got your base changing function here. You press it and it will swap back and forth between the bench scale here and a secondary floor scale if you had one connected. You have your units function, which when you press it, it's going to change between the units that are set up on the actual scale itself. So here we start off with pounds, we've got kgs, and this bench scale here can also count individual parts and pieces, which is very useful in inventory and just counting settings to speed up how long that takes instead of counting individual pieces. We also have a print function here. If the scale itself is connected to a printer, you can push that button, and depending on how you have it programmed, it will go to either directly to a printer, or it could go to a PC or panel, and it will just print out whatever you need it to print. Kind of self-explanatory here. You have a clear function. We'll kind of go over that. That helps if you need to back out of where you are in the menu. So that's just basic button functions here. A straightway scale of how it's set up right now. So we have a 1 pound weight, and that's 1 pound. We have a 5 pound weight, and you've got 6 pounds. So go ahead and pull those off. Put just bolt on there. We have a weight of 0.130 pounds, and if we really wanted to go to another unit there, you've got 0.060 kilograms. So we're going to go back to pounds, and the next thing we could do on this scale is, like I said before, counting. Like I said, it will speed up your inventory counts, which saves a lot of time and money in the long run. So if you've got a container that you want to do your counts on, you would set your container. Doesn't really matter what it is, as long as it doesn't max out the capacity of the actual scale. So this scale is set up at 100 by 0.005 pounds. So you put your container on your scale, and we're going to tare that weight off. So that says 0, and it also swaps it from gross to net automatically. So if we pull this container off, we'll run a negative weight of 1.500 pounds. Put our container back on, and it should read 0 again. So we've got that. Now we have a vessel to put our product in. So from there, we're going to tell the scale how much each piece weighs. So we're going to go to sample set. It's going to think, and then it's going to tell us to add 10 pieces. Now, I pre-counted these. I know this is 10 individual pieces. Just verify. I add my 10 pieces, let it think. Now that knows it's 10. It's already calculating the weight of your container, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. There's 10 pieces in there. So if I decide to add 2 more, it will know that is now 12. If I pull 3 out, it knows that it's 9. So now, from there, I can have someone just take bags or individual bolts by the handful and just dump them all into this container without even thinking twice about it, and the scale itself is going to do all the calculations and know what's there, which will speed up inventory of small individual items a lot. Now you can do this same count with a larger scale connected to it. At that rate, you would just swap which scale you're on just by clicking base. Right now, it doesn't know what to do because that secondary scale isn't hooked up, but it's the same basic button presses when counting on a bigger scale. So from there, we're going to pull all our counts out. It says 0 because there is nothing in our container anymore. And there's our 0 counts. Now, if I want to go back to weighing individual product and not counting, from there, I would just press units, and it goes right back to weighing. I have a tare weight in there, which is why it still says 0, and my container's on there. From there, I can just press gross net. We're back to basic straight weighing. Put product down there, and that's how much 4 of those bolts weigh. If I go back to my counts, my individual piece counts are still set up from these bolts that I counted earlier. So now if I wanted to switch from this piece to a different piece, and if I put these on there, it is not going to count the same. So I'm going to have to change my individual set sample or sample set. So from there, I would just go ahead and click sample set again. It's going to tell me to add 10 pieces. And it knows that that is 10. So if I pull 2 out, that is 8. And so forth. Every time you change whatever product it is you're counting, or if you change the container in which you are placing product in, you always have to set a new tare weight and set a new sample. If not, your counts are going to be completely off. If you have any questions about this counting scale here or any of the other scales that we offer, feel free to reach out to us here, and we will be more than happy to assist you with any of the questions that you have.